I've been with the JGI since the JGI was formed. In fact, when the JGI was being discussed to form the collaboration between Los Alamos and Livermore and Berkeley, I was one of the ones participating in that reorganization. The sequencing process was in the nascent developmental process, and a lot of the work was not automated, especially, for example, in library creation. So there was one time when they needed more people to pick colonies. So they asked for volunteers from the entire JGI. And so not only the JGI director, but all the way down to people like us who aren't really scientific, chipped in. And I get to look at the plates, the colonies, and handpick them using a toothpick. And what we would do is get the sterilized toothpicks, pick a colony, put it into a cell, throw the toothpick away or put it somewhere where it could be re-sterilized. And we did that. And it took me, I think, about 2 hours to do one plate. Of course, now we have the automation, the robots, and they can pick a plate in 10 minutes, much better than I can in 2 hours. That was one time in which I was really directly involved with the scientific component. In my capacity, handling the administrative and the financial aspects of the JGI, I don't really get involved in the science that much, and it's really good to be involved in it. There's a lot of excitement from there, and I can always claim that the Human Genome Project got a little bit of involvement from me. Out of the thousands of people that were involved, I was one of them. I've worked with many people. There's been a lot of changes of people. But one of the things that was interesting is about 3-4 years ago, Sandy Hin said, "Oh, I'd like to be your daughter." So I said, okay. So she became work daughter number 1. And then Han Pham was work daughter number 2. And Sandra Chaparro said, "Hey, wait a minute, that's not fair. I knew you before you knew the rest of them. How can I join in as a work daughter?" So she became daughter number 0, like on a number line. And my real daughter became daughter -1. So now I have 3 work daughters, and the third is Shou Chu. Actually 4. Work daughters and a work son, which is James Han. So I told James, the purpose of him wanting to be my work son is not to kill me off so he can get my inheritance. And he says, no, it's you I'm after, it's not your inheritance. In terms of work, I hope that people will remember that I'm the guy who keeps pushing them to do things the right way, to not get into trouble, and I hope that will stay with people. In terms of non-work related things, I hope that they'll remember that the exercise lifestyle is something that they should look at, and to maintain themselves in a good, healthy lifestyle. Well, all I want to say is, JGI, I'm definitely going to miss you, and all the people at the JGI, I'm definitely going to miss you. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that there'll be ongoing communication between the JGI and me. I like to keep up with the good science that's being done at the JGI.